Well, we haven't seen another vehicle for about 40 minutes, but according to the map, we're still going the right way.
Is that the like super dodgy tourist map on the back of the map of Leh? That map?
That one.
Yeah, it's not normally the map I would navigate by, but when you're in the Himalayas, why not? We spend 2 more days exploring the amazing Nubra Valley. We head to Turtuk, an incredible village right on the border with Pakistan. I ride my first ever 2-humped camel, and then we take a very unexplored route via some yaks back to Leh. No doubt a couple of our favourite days in India.
We have woken up in Hunder. We found a great little guest house that has an amazing breakfast, and check out the view we've woken up to. The skies are totally blue, there is not a cloud anywhere, and the mountains just look amazing.
Today we are heading down the Shayok River all the way to the end of the road, hopefully to a village called Turtuk.
The further we move on from all those yesterdays, happiness gets nearer. The light that we see closing in so fast ahead. It's
Viewpoint and bum rest.
the more I think of all the tough times we survived, the more it makes me smile. If nothing's broken us, yeah, nothing never will. 'Cause dreams are hard to kill. And I know somewhere's a place where we can build our memories. Somewhere, just hold on tight, it'll be alright.
We're about 2/3 of the way up. Unfortunately, we haven't been able to film much because there's so many military bases and they won't let you take any photos. But the views have been epic, and we've got about another 30 k's to go.
To somewhere. Nothing from the past can hurt us anymore. We're free of what we lost. Not anything.
So we are approaching the town of Turtuk. This is the map of it. We've just crossed the river, which was beautiful, at the police checkpoint, which we have to stop in every time we go past. And then we come through here, across the river again, and up into the village of Turtuk.
Place where we can build our memories. Somewhere. Just hold on tight, it'll be alright.
After 100 k's of riding, we have arrived in the little town of Turtuk. This town is the last town in India before you cross over into Pakistan in this northwestern part. This town was a very good excuse for us to go on a pretty magical ride.
Yeah, Turtuk has been in Pakistan and India, and Pakistan and India. It's predominantly Islamic. It's a really neat little village to have a look around.
So the really cool thing about Turtuk is 90 of the 100 k's that we've ridden today have been basically rocks and mountains. There's been no greenery, and then suddenly it's like this little oasis. There's running rivers, heaps of water up in the mountains, and a whole lot of greenery. It's beautiful. Come on, India, you can do this. There's even bins. Just having a little roadside picnic at Turtuk. Our guest house has these beautiful apple trees that are full of apples, and so they told us we could take as many as we wanted. They are amazing.
My picnic was lovely. Apples from our guest house, chocolate from Leh, and some snacks from the shop in Turtuk.
not a bad view.
So it's this river that makes Turtuk so fertile, and these two little bridges are the main tourist attraction.
In these more remote parts of northern India, there are a lot of army bases because we're near the border. And some of these army bases have these tiny canteens, which is like a little shipping container they've turned into a canteen. And this is one of them. We've decided to stop, and they are super welcoming, and it's not just for the army, it is for everyone going past. We've got 2 chais and some momos for just 50 rupees with that view.
These momos are so good. We've grabbed some more and some jalebi as well. Sergeant Singh.
We went back for dessert. It's really tasty.
Thanks Indian Army for what I believe is highly subsidised momos and jalebi and tea. Just walking down to the police post where I'm hoping we can get our inner line permit back because we don't have too many copies.
We're past a lot of interesting signs on this trip, but this one is a whole new level. I wish I had a marker and I could change it.
3 days of motorbiking and I haven't sat in front once.
But he's gossiped a lot.
We've paid our 20 rupee fee so that we can ride down to the sand dunes.
The #1 tourist attraction in Hunder where we're staying is these sand dunes. You can come here and for 20 rupees you get in and climb all over the sand dunes. I think you can also pay extra and go jump on an ATV and jump on some camels. The camels seem to be very popular.
I have my ticket for my 15-minute ride on the Bactrian Camel, the famous 2-humped camel. Now, I'm not sure where else you find it, but I know this is one of the very few places that you can find one. Gross. It's been an incredible day here in the Nubra Valley area in Shayok Valley, and I'm finishing our day with a camel ride. Oh, there we go. Woo! Oh. Thank you. That was kind of fun. Special experience up here in the Indian Himalayas, right in the sand. Very gorgeous camels. Don't you dare spit at me. 1, 2. 2 humps. We're off. Woo. Alright, we've just turned off onto the alternate route back to Leh. It's about 40 k's longer, but because it doesn't go over quite such a high pass, it should only be about 30 minutes longer. F-Gam is the intersection where you can turn left to take the quick road to Pangong Lake, or right to take the long road to Leh. We're turning this into a loop, so providing we're allowed, we're not totally sure with our permits, we're going to take the long road back to Leh.
Well, we haven't seen another vehicle for about 40 minutes, but according to the map, we're still going the right way.
Which map would that be?
What do you mean?
Is that the like super dodgy tourist map on the back of the map of Leh? That map?
That one.
Yeah.
It's beautiful, and we've got enough gas to go back if we need to.
It's not normally the map I would navigate by, but when you're in the Himalayas, why not? Just rugging up it. I'm just rugging up, it's bloody freezing already.
You can still see the snow-capped mountains in the background. We're getting higher, so it's just starting to get a bit cooler. And there is no one around, and that is the bit I'm loving the most.
Alright, I've been keeping my eye out for some real ridge-edge wild Himalayan yaks. We've just stumbled upon a big herd of them. Or maybe they're not so wild. I see some things dangling in their ears, but it's close enough for government work. Alright, a big herd of yaks. We've had our first bit of pushing, and we're a little bit high to be pushing, so let's see how we go.
The bike's suffering from the height as well.
I see prayer flags. That normally means the top. We are at Warila Pass. And that was a lot harder than we were expecting. The bike conked out a couple of times. It's a 350, but it just can't handle it. I've had to push. We saw the prayer flags, we knew we were close. What an incredible spot. Cal's keeping the bike running.
We are on our way down again now, but that top bit, that was really hairy. It was actually quite scary at times. It was really quite steep, and the weight of us and the bike, where the rocks were really loose, we almost lost it a couple of times, but we just stopped. I kicked Del off and we got there. But it was actually a little bit scary. The road looks much better from now on, thankfully. We made it to Sakti. We stopped here just for a quick lunch. The view is pretty special, and the best bit is we now join the main road. We've seen more cars in the last 5 minutes than we have in the last 2 hours. That road was amazing. It was far rougher than we thought it was going to be, and it got a bit hairy there for a little while, but definitely worth the adventure.
Oh, we saw, I think, 3 cars and 2 motorbikes, pretty much the entire crossing. Yeah, wow. Saw lots of, what I think are marmots, a few yaks, got really cold, pushed the bike. Good fun.
A real adventure. We've got about 50 k's back to Leh, and it's all on made roads.
Is this love a waiting game? Tell me what you feel like. Tell me, is it real love? Tell me, do you feel the same?
One of the more picturesque of the monasteries near Leh is the Chemray Monastery, this one here. It's nestled up on a little rocky point in this beautiful valley. Definitely worth the stop for some photos. Here endeth our 3-day Nubra Valley mission. Covered quite a lot of Ks, had a great time. It is really quiet up that valley and super scenic. Yeah, we just had a great time up there, and the weather is fantastic. I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, will the Royal Enfield still be able to get us up the hills after 3 enormous aloo parathas and curd? And the answer is, we hope so.